Let's talk about this role you've suddenly been put into, which is that of a caregiver. What is a caregiver? A caregiver is anyone who takes on the responsibility of caring for someone who's in need of help, whether through love, duty, or profession that you've been given that role. And a caregiver wears many hats: chauffeur, homemaker, short order cook, spouse, therapist. And those responsibilities and roles shift over time as your loved one with ALS's needs change. Many people say that caregiving has many rewards, including a sense of purpose, deeper human connection. It strengthens the bonds and the relationships between the caregiver and the loved one with ALS. It teaches caregivers to let go of control and to practice patience and acceptance. It helps caregivers truly focus on what matters. And some even say they find they have the most honest conversations, and that in itself helps them feel more satisfied in their role. Caregivers often focus so much on the needs of others that their own rights and needs are overlooked. Recognizing both is essential for caregiver well-being as well as caregiver sustainability. Often caregivers of loved ones with ALS are the only one doing it. That leads to burnout. Sometimes our loved ones with ALS don't want anyone else to care for them because they're scared and they trust you. But that's where you have to speak up and say, I need a pause. I need help. Caregiver burnout isn't just an idea. It's actually a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by the prolonged stress of caregiving for someone who's dependent on you. It comes with feelings of being overwhelmed, undersupported, and stretched too thin. Some symptoms you might be experiencing if you're starting to experience caregiver burnout include fatigue, irritability, social isolation or withdrawing from doing the things that you enjoy doing, changes in sleep and appetite, maybe getting sicker, easier, quicker, and feelings of hopelessness or helplessness. Caregivers have the right to be respected, supported, and informed, and caregivers also need rest, education, resources, and care for yourself in order to continuing to care for others. Caregivers are twice as likely to develop chronic health issues. Your risk increases with number of hours spent in caregiving. And it's okay to prioritize your own health and well-being for doctor's appointments and things that are ailing you as part of this process. It's hard to do that though. It's hard to take time to care for you because caregivers often struggle with something we call caregiver guilt. Sometimes you see your loved one suffering, and even though you're doing everything you can, you question, are you doing enough? You compare yourself to others who are caring for the same population or who are in similar situations. And you think, I'm not doing enough. I should be doing that instead. You can feel guilty as a caregiver because you feel frustration. You feel resentment for the disease. Or you're wanting your time alone. You didn't ask to be a caregiver. You've been put into this role. Being asked to make difficult decisions and worrying about making the wrong decision adds to a layer of guilt. Balancing your time and your needs, maybe parenting other roles you have, and self-care and finding the time to do it all leads to guilt. We know caregiving is stressful, so being aware of caregiver stress management skills is essential. Some of the activities you can use to help manage the stress include deep breathing, mindfulness, movement and activity and exercise, taking healthy breaks or pauses throughout your day, being sure to meet your nutritional requirements, connecting with others, sleep hygiene, and most importantly, asking for help when you need it. As part of being a caregiver, having a support system is an essential part of you performing your role. A caregiver support system is a network of people, services, and resources that help a caregiver maintain their well-being and ability to perform the caregiving role. Without one, caregivers are at a high risk for burnout, isolation, and stress. A strong support system allows caregivers to take necessary breaks without guilt, allows caregivers to share the emotional burdens of being a caregiver, allows caregivers to access resources that improve quality of life both for you as the caregiver as well as for your loved one with ALS. And it also allows caregivers to maintain your own health, relationships, and identity outside the caregiving role. Places you can look to build your support system include support groups available through your local ALS United program, accessing counseling or therapy for more individualized one-to-one support, connecting with your medical team, and most importantly, remembering you're not alone. If you have questions about where you can get support, please reach out to your ALS United Care Service Coordinator. I want you to remember that you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to do the things that energize and nourish you in order to be the caregiver you want to be. Find what energizes you. Find what recharges you. And even if it's 5 minutes a day, take the time to do that.